Oh my god! Even does it from. Oh my god!
If it ain't love, why does it feel so good? Why does it feel so good?
Yo guys, what is up? slimshaynee here to bring you back another video, and I hope you guys are pretty happy with the memes. I really like putting them in the beginning of my videos, so if you guys want me to do that, I'll definitely love to do so. And if you want to see more face cams for commentary, just let me know. I like to see what you guys' opinions are on. But I just wanted to talk about this picture that was leaked from the PSN store. This was art from Treyarch, which was pretty crazy because, as you see, it's a zombies picture. So I'm going to get straight into this, what most people have been giving theories about, basically everything. So the first theory that a lot of people have been giving about is, of course, you see in the picture, I am actually looking at it right here, and it shows that it's basically the Origins crew, the 2.0 crew, and basically them just wrecking up zombies, as you can definitely see. And what people think of this, and what I think of this as well, is that there's going to be a Resurrection 2.0. Basically, if you played Black Ops 1, there was a Resurrection map pack that included 4 Wood at War zombie maps, and then the one new zombie map, which was Moon at the time. But there may be a second one, which would be really cool, and there's a couple speculations why this is true too. And if you see from the leaderboards in Black Ops 3 for zombies, it looks like there's more rooms for more maps that could be shown in the leaderboards area. So that's one reason. And then the second reason is that if you look in the picture, I'll have these things circled now. On the left and right side, you would see a zombie with a cap that looked like he came from Mob of the Dead, because if you remember the zombies from that map, they had those kinds of caps on. And if you see on the right side, you see a zombie with a helmet that looks like one of the zombies that you would see from Origins, because you remember the gas mask that they had on and everything all torn up and all of that stuff. It's not the same helmet though in Grok Krovi, so that's another speculation that we might get either a Mob of the Dead or an Origins remake. So hopefully we'll be able to see something like that, because those maps are freaking awesome. Those are probably 2 of my favorite maps within Black Ops 3. And a couple more things. I didn't circle out one thing, but I'll talk about it. But there's 2 more things people were talking about. And if you see what Dempsey has, it kind of looks like the Dingo, but at the same time it looks like a different weapon. I think it is the Dingo. I think they just, the art creator probably just messed up and didn't get that in. But a lot of people say it's a different gun, so it may be a different gun. Who knows? And the last thing I want to point out is the sword that Takio has, and they've been teasing that a lot. So there may be, we might be actually able to use his sword, but it's really cool too because we might be using the original staffs. Actually, everybody knows we're going to be using the original staffs in this map, because if you know too, the staffs in Origins were not the original staffs, but we'll be using the staffs that we've seen in the premise picture. If you guys know what that is, if you don't know what it is, you can just look it up on YouTube. Everybody has it, but that's a really interesting picture, and this may this whole picture may resemble around premise, which is extremely cool.
So of course, my freaking dumb self, I just noticed that there was just the trailer freaking released for the teaser of the new Revelations map. So anyways, let's just jump and hop and belly flop right into this so I can give you guys all the info that you really need. And I think this is some pretty good information that I'm going to give to you guys, because these are all the very big important parts of the trailer, except for the top left picture that was pretty important to the trailer. So what I want to talk about is the top left thing. So this is basically a community effort that you've seen on the top left. Basically, we're a whole bunch of scraps from trailers, and basically a lot of people had to put them together, basically like a puzzle, and that's basically what it came out to, which is Dr. Monty. Now, it kind of seems like a big crack on the noggin on the head right there, as you can see, and there's a door. A lot of people speculate it's the house. If you kind of want to know what the house kind of looks like, you can look at Mr. Waffle Waffle's shirts. He has a couple of the cool shirts that look like the house, so that's really nice. So anyways, let's just jump in to all the pictures from the map. So what we got here is every story is a beginning. Now, they scanned through a whole bunch of pictures that I wasn't able to actually pause and actually, screenshot for you guys. So I was only able to get one of them, and one of them was the giant, as you can see right there. So maybe, hopefully, it is related in some type of way or form for Revelations. So anyways, let's just hop into that next picture on the right of it, because it's something that you guys are like, kind of looks familiar. Well, of course, it freaking looks like Origins. Now, of course, it's a little bit darker, but I think that's just retextures and different lighting from Black Ops 3. and it looks so freaking cool because that map was so fun. So maybe, like I said in one of my previous videos, that my theory for the last map, which is Revelations, that will actually go back to older maps within one map. And the reason how I think that we'll be able to go to all these maps within one map is by taking that little portal that you see on the bottom left, where all the characters are standing in front of. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. So the next picture that we got here is an old classic, the very first map, Nakdur Toten. And a lot of people love that map because, you know, you can just camp out on the top. But I think this is one of the areas that we go to as well for in the Revelations map. Now, I think you go back to all these maps in some type of way to do some type of Easter egg to finally conclude in the main part of the Easter egg. And what I think for this boss fight is basically going to be is basically the basically what you see from the premise picture, or maybe the picture from the mural in Shadows of Evil. I think it might be one of those two that will be for the boss battle. And just hearing that is like, whew, pretty freaking cool. I'm like so hyped right now, yo. Like, holy Jesus. Let me know if you guys are pretty hyped as well. But in the next picture that we got to the right of that is some kind of shaded kind of part area. And it kind of reminds me of Zetsubo no Shima, but maybe it'll be some kind of other place. I'm not too sure what that is, but I thought I would point that out to you guys. So the next picture that we got here is between all those four pictures. And usually what this is, it looks like a part of the map for Revelations. And it kind of looks like Shangri-La a little bit. Because if you remember in Shangri-La, you had to go up these steps in order to get to Pack-a-Punch. So maybe this is similar to a part of the map that was in Shangri-La. So who knows if that will be in Revelations. Maybe this is just a part of Revelations, that's just it. Maybe I'm going a little bit too far on it. But on the very right of it is actually the statues of Primus. And I talked about them not too long ago in this video. But I was talking about them from the picture, the Primus picture. But you also can find them in a multiplayer map on Black Ops 3. Of course, it's the map Splash. And you can find them in Horizon Jack, where all the gatekeepers are. Basically, all the statues of the gatekeepers, as you can see on the bottom right. But we're going to talk about that picture now. So, as you can see, it's definitely Horizon Jack. How isn't it Horizon Jack? Like, come on. But it kind of looks a little bit more wrecked up, a little bit more overgrown. Just like the other picture on the far bottom left, which I'll speak about in a minute too. But it kind of looks like it's broken up, so maybe we'll go back to there, maybe something for the Easter egg, who knows. Now on the left of it kind of looks like a whole bunch of like hanging bodies of some sort, and somebody's standing on the very left over there. I don't know if it's somebody hanging or actually somebody standing there, I'm not too sure. But this may be related to one of the maps in Call of Duty Black Ops, one of the series. I don't know what map it is, I'm not really too sure, I'm not too sure. Let me know what you guys think, what map it came from, because I'm not really sure at all. But something that I really wanted to point out that looked pretty interesting. But on the bottom left, which is the second to last picture that I want to tell you guys about, whew, man, it's one of my most favorite maps ever. It's Kino der Toten. Kino der Toten, you can definitely tell it's the picture. It's so cool because you see Takeo standing in the teleporter, and you can see on the top that it's a light. And usually in that room is where you would Pack-a-Punch, of course. And if you go a little bit down, as you can see where Takeo is, if you keep going down straight that way, that's basically where the spawn room for Kino is and where Juggernog is. So that's really cool to see, and it looks overgrown. So like I said, we might go back to all these maps and maybe have to do something, or who knows. But I think that's going to be something really cool to see within Revelations. And then the final picture that we have here is all the characters standing in front of this portal. Now they say this is basically where it all ends, and basically you've seen too, every story has a beginning, every story has an end, so this may take place basically where the premise picture is, basically the final battle, where these characters might grab the original staffs and basically just wrecking freaking mayhem. It's gonna be freaking amazing. It's gonna be like a freaking war. It's gonna be like World War X or something. Like, holy cheese balls, yo! Like, that's crazy. But let me know if this was really informational to you guys. I thought it was something really cool. And I think these zombie videos are so amazing to make because I love talking about zombies. I really love zombies, and I've been playing it for a long time. But anyways, have a great one, guys. And this is slimshaynee out. And peace.